I think we all have moral obligations to obey just laws. On the other hand, I think we have moral obligations to disobey unjust laws, because non-cooperation with evil is as much a moral obligation as is cooperation with good.
Tender down in Berlin. He has a very good alibi for the night in question.
Your Honor.
And if in fact you weren't washing your hair, as I suspect you weren't because your curls are still intact, wouldn't you have heard the gunshot?
In all honesty, I don't feel that what I've done is a crime. And I think it's illogical and irresponsible for you to sentence me to prison.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Proceedings are concluded. This court is adjourned.
Life? What do you mean life?
How does one discern what is just versus unjust in a world filled with uncertainty? A question that still remains unclear even thousands of years ago. Socrates created 3 arguments for this dilemma. 1. The just man is wise and good, and the unjust man is ignorant and bad. 2. Injustice produces internal disharmony which prevents effective actions. 3. Virtue is excellence at a thing's function, and the just person lives a happier life than the unjust person, since he performs the various functions of the human soul well. Polemarchus and Cephalus, 2 men that thought justice meant one's actions, but Socrates believed that justice came from the inside of the person, the being themselves. This is the main point of the first book of the Republic by Plato. What is justice? How well do these views of a person who wrote these in 380 BC age almost 2,000 years later? In order to understand the essential question, I believe that perspective and equality are the main concerns of discerning between just and unjust. In a more modern time, a case of this can be seen with the 57 bus incident. A person named Sasha who identifies themselves as agender is the victim of a burning. The person that did the burning is now at the possibility of being sent to life. It is revealed that he did it, not out of malice, but due to peer pressure. Yet, he still did the action and caused excruciating harm. One side wants him to fully face his punishment in a jail cell like an adult. The other side thinks it's too harsh and shouldn't be put in a cell for the rest of his life. Would you send a teenager to life in prison because of his actions, or would you consider the motives behind the actions? In finding out what needs to be done, a perspective is required. Allowing yourself to see everyone equally is my belief in finding out wrong from right. To figure this out, I interviewed 2 people on their opinions regarding this subject matter.
Yeah, I do like being tried as an adult. Yes, I think they can be. I don't think that the same consequences should be, for example, the life thing. I know a long time, but like it cannot be without parole. So like you have to be able to give that person, since they were so young, another chance like later on the line to like make up for it. But should they have still be tried as an adult? Yeah, I think so.
Probably not. I mean, I think that justice is it's like situation to situation, and so maybe there are some situations where it would make more sense to try them as an adult. You know, it's kind of like up to judges, but I would be really hesitant to punish teenagers as adults.
It'd be nice if we could all just follow by morals and what I believe, but I think it has to go by technicality, because I might believe one thing, not everyone might believe the same thing.
I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't really believe in a like objective law, or objective truth in this, like objective morality. I certainly don't think it's to be subjective, like based on morality, because that's what we're dealing with right now.
No, I wouldn't send someone for life in prison. I mean, would they go to prison? Yeah, for life, no. For there to be more justice, it can't be arbitrary. It can't be like, I chose it because I saw it this way. Like, people can be manipulated.
Okay, I know right from wrong basically because of the values that I have, right? Like, I believe right and wrong are subjective, so it changes from person to person what they believe is right and wrong. And so personally, I think my understanding of what's right and wrong comes from the values that I have, either that I grew up with, that my parents instilled in me, or that I just kind of developed as I went on. But there's like an internal thing inside of me that tells me, call it an intuition or what's right, what's wrong, and I just follow that.
As you can see, the definition of just and unjust can never be satisfied to one singular idea. It requires multiple perspectives, which is why there's usually many people on a jury. I agree with the both of them, as the most righteous justice tends to the human heart the closest, being able to forgive those who can be forgiven and give less to the people who deserve it.